I want to go back to that breaking news that we told you about just a few moments ago of a deadly shooting happening at Oakland's Lake Merritt this afternoon within the last few hours as thousands of folks were packed into that area for Juneteenth celebrations. Joining us on the phone right now to talk a little bit about the scene that is unfolding is District 7 Councilwoman Trevor Reed with Oakland City Council. Councilwoman Reed, are you on the phone?
I am here.
Thank you so much for joining us here on Cron 4 News at 8 o'clock. I know that you were out there at Lake Merritt earlier today as part of the festivities.
Yes.
What do you know about the shooting so far? Is there any information that you can tell us?
I do not have any information other than knowing that there was a shooting and that there was a loss of life. And that is enough information to know that it's very troubling as this family is grieving, as the city was in the midst of just a glorious day of celebration. I was there earlier, as you shared, and to hear that there was something as troubling as a shooting on this day and at that event and a loss of life, that's devastating. We are making decisions now as city leaders to work to ensure that we keep our community safe, that we keep people protected. We made investments for Lake Merritt to be a place that community can gather and come together to celebrate as a day like today, and days that are not just a day for a holiday, but every day. And so to hear just what I did here was enough to know that it was devastating.
Where were you in relation to where this violence, this shooting happened, and what did you see and hear? What was the police response?
I was not there. I have not seen. I've just heard. I was just made aware of what took place.
Can you say around what time you were there at Lake Merritt, Councilwoman Reed?
I was there early afternoon, say between 1 and 4:30, 5 o'clock.
So you had already left before the shooting had happened?
I had already left.
Obviously, you've been talking a little bit about just the devastation that something like this brings to the city of Oakland, especially on a day where we are celebrating such an important day in African-American history, talking about the freedom of enslaved African-Americans during slavery, and then something like this obviously happens. Have you been able to talk to any of your constituents or anyone else who may have been there on the scene? I know you're out and about. What were some of the folks just out there saying today prior to this? Obviously, a lot of folks were out there enjoying the day. No one expecting anything like this to happen.
Absolutely not. No. Today was a day full of joy. Certainly the farmers market was taking place. We had vendors, black vendors. This was a day where there were many out in the community celebrating, cooking, gathering, supporting black-owned businesses, enjoying the lake, enjoying a beautiful day as we have come to another measure of being able to come out from being sheltered. It was just a day that people were enjoying being out and about in community, and it was a day of peace. That's what we experienced earlier today, and certainly was startled to hear what's taken place in the latter part of this day.
So how does the community move forward on a day that was supposed to be filled with celebrations, and it's a beautiful holiday weekend, and something like this happens? What is the response now to bring a sense of safety and security to people who want to go to Lake Merritt and enjoy time with their family and friends?
I mean, certainly we have to take a moment of pause, and there has to be a moment of peace for the families that have lost a life and experienced the violence and those that were surrounding them. And so you have to take a moment of pause and reflect on what took place and the reality of what that means to those who experienced it. And we as a city have to continue to reassure as we're making investments in public safety. We're making investments in Lake Merritt. We're making investments throughout the city from West Oakland to East Oakland for our community to know that we are committed to keeping them safe, to keeping them protected, and to giving them a city where they can enjoy it throughout the day in peace and to live in peace with that quality of life.
Right now,
and working to ensure that we take greater measures to end gun violence with what we're doing and investing in public safety measures like ceasefire and violence interrupters and community safety ambassadors, those who have credibility in the community that can help engage with us with our public safety and violence prevention, violence intervention, and healing trauma care. We've got a Department of Violence Prevention, and we're increasing the amount of money that we're investing in that for the measures around healing and trauma care for those who have been victims of gun violence.
Right now, it's still unknown if police do have anyone in custody connected to this shooting. We also don't know the conditions of the other 3 victims. We also don't know if all of the victims are men, if some of them are men and women. A lot of unknown tonight with this situation that is still unfolding tonight at Lake Merritt, where once again 1 person is dead, 3 others injured after a shooting at Juneteenth celebrations there at Lake Merritt around 6 o'clock tonight. This happening along Lakeshore Avenue, right at the intersection near Brooklyn Avenue, is what we are being told from Oakland police. On the phone with us is Oakland City Councilwoman Trevor Reed. Councilwoman Reed, we're going to let you go. If there's anything else that you learn about the investigation that is underway, feel free to jump back on the phone, call us to let us know. We will be more than happy to talk to you about what is happening tonight.
Absolutely. We're engaged with OPD right now.
All right. Councilwoman Trevor Reed, thank you so much with the Oakland City Council. Thank you much, Councilwoman.